The song is Isis, or Stone to Wake a Serpent by Isis, off the Wavering Radiant. If you've never listened to that band, you better listen to them. Alright, so a few months ago, has been a few months now, I made a video talking about how I had made a lucid dreaming journal, and it has failed, but in a way it has failed, in a way it has succeeded. So the first day I recorded was on March 3rd, and today's the 10th, and I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. I have about 16 and a half pages written of dreams, and I haven't really, see, it's hard to define lucid dreaming when you've never really done it. I feel like I've come really close, because I've been having extremely vivid and lively dreams. And there were points where I feel like I did make decisions, but when I wake up, I'm not really sure if what I had just done was really me controlling myself in my dream, or me realizing that I was in a dream. But yeah, I still record them down. One, because I still have hopes that my dreams will get better, and two, because it's just fun to read them like weeks later. Sometimes I forget what happened. I just read this, it makes me laugh. Some of them are pretty fucked up. Yeah, so I suggest get a journal and just start writing down. The hardest thing for me is just waking up and having to write like a page. I can't. It's just hard to get all the little details. I don't know. It like tires my hand. I go to art school, so I don't really write that much. So yeah, that's the video pretty much. I guess I'll read some to you. I want to get one that's non-specific to my personal life. Oh, this one's kind of weird. This one I didn't get all specifics, but I'll read what I wrote down first and then explain it. So this one happened on the 5th of April. First, I was trying to kill someone, but we both knew we would meet. So at his apartment door, he opened up swinging his knife with a smile on his face. I put my knife down and suggested we have a proper duel in the hall. So we walked on, then the next dream happened. That's not very descriptive, but basically what happened was I'm in like this, you know, like the Inception hotel scene when they're fighting? It's like that, those colors, so very desaturated yet rich. I don't know if that's possible. It's like a really dark yellow and orange, so it is kind of desaturated, but like the colors work well together. It's very rich. You got like the lamps lighting together. And I go to this door, like, and the doors aren't face value with the wall. This is the wall. The door's not like that. The wall's here, and the door was like back here. So you had to walk like 5 feet to the door. And I had my knife ready, and the door opens, and I'm actually with someone. The door opens, and the guy's just staying there with his knife, and he just starts like swinging, and I'm just like dodging back. So I put my knife down, and I don't actually say that we should go into the hallway. Like I wrote down here once, it's kind of like an understanding between the two of us with my mind. So we walk into the hallway, and he's like smiling, and then the next dream happened. This one's kind of funny. In another dream, my friends Jack and Tom and Brian, we were going to my house and decided to walk through a swamp. We were like in this, it wasn't really a swamp, it was like this clear water with like the green specks on top of it, so it wasn't really murky. And it's only a few inches deep. And we had on like those leather fisherman boots, which don't even ask me why. But we start walking through it, and now it's like 3 to 4 feet deep, and the water just starts to seep into our boots. It's like coming up to us. And my my friend screams out, "There are tadpoles everywhere!" And I looked I looked down, and there's just like thousands and thousands of tadpoles swimming through the swamp. And we start running and yelling, and as we're running, like, tadpoles are jumping out, and one hit me right in the mouth. And I remember feeling it, like the wetness on my face. It's pretty gross. That's another one. This one's fucked up. I'm not even gonna read you that one. There was one I didn't really write down, but I was like at a cave where like they had Jurassic Park, like dinosaur bones everywhere, kind of like a museum. And it was like a third-person view of me walking around in the ebony armor and the mask of Clavicus Vile from Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. And it was really creepy. It was like a dungeon, but it was me in the suit just walking around. This is gonna be the last one. These are like the shortest ones, because other ones are really in depth, and like I said, there's something like only I would understand. You know what? Maybe I will read one. There was one where I felt pain, where I got burned. That was recently. No, I'm gonna read this fucked up one to you, because, by the way, this is how much I have. Page, 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 page. That's pencil. Page, 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 page. I'm gonna read this one to you, but I'm gonna take out the particulars. This is the last one. So, I have had this dream before, but with a lot of missing gaps, and this one's like a continuation. If I had this dream like over a year ago, which is really weird. And it's the type of thing when you wake up, you're like, shit, that's happened before. So it starts off like this. I was with my parents about to go to some open house event at a school. There was about a couple hundred people outside when a man started opening up fire with some type of submachine gun on the kids and parents. My parents and I were still in the parking lot, luckily, and we drove away. It was extremely frightening. The attack lasted so long that I was on the news with live coverage, and the man was going, like, he was leaving the boundaries of the school and just going on a rampage. And this is like live coverage, and which doesn't make sense. I would have shot him by now, but police are retarded these days and not police, government don't like value. Government's scared. I say, let me interrupt the stream. I say if someone kills someone in a brutal manner, there's no reason why we should have to pay taxes for them in jail. Just kill them and have it over with. No one respects anyone like that. If he doesn't respect someone else, why should we have to put him in jail? You know, just get rid of him. Anyway, my memory jumped to me running with my parents on some hill near the pool. And we're like scantily clad. We're wearing like, not scantily, but like we're just wearing rags at this point. Like we're all ripped up and torn. And my dad, who's pretty heavyweight, he was sweating. And like, he never stopped running. Like that's how scary it was. We were just running for our lives. And there were a lot of other people around us too. And at this point, we're near like the pool where I live. So we're on like the hillside, like probably like 200 feet away from it. I told my parents to keep going as I had to take a detour. So we cried, hugged, and departed. I ran up to this abandoned warehouse up the hill and may have went inside. That may have been another dream, and I'm having like a connection. And it was like 3 stories. Then it jumped to me getting in a SWAT car in a war-ravaged town. The driver nearly missed a road mine, and it did explode. And I remember in the car just like rattling back and forth. So we got out of the SWAT car, and me and kids I'm friends with were being led into this. It wasn't really a ditch in the street. It was kind of like man-made, where you like a ramp and then like probably like a 10 by 8 rectangle. And this girl I know, who's I'm not going to name, she had us at gunpoint and said she was sorry. She went up to the first girl, who I know, kissed her as she shot her in the cheek. And I saw her. This is disturbing. I saw this girl go limp, and like the wound, just like the bullet wound, just on the side of her face. Next, she went up to this kid I'm pretty good friends with, and shot him in the forehead. And I thought to myself that I could wait for her to come around, or try to talk her out of it. And this part's weird. I got like really tight in this position, and I decided to just. I'm pretty sure I just decided to wake up and get myself out. I didn't want to deal with the death. And I woke up completely still, and my legs were really tight. I was just like shocked almost in my bed. Um, Scary stuff. I mean, it wasn't really scary. It was just like extremely disturbing and detailed. Um, yeah, so that's all my dreams. Well, not all of them. There's about 15 or 20 more. Um, yeah, so I suggest you keep a dream journal. It's fun. Um, Thanks. I'm going to see Mastodon tomorrow, so